Hello, everyone, and welcome to Boyo and Beardless. Brian,
I got a little
what
bit there.
happened? What happened?
It was getting long. Tried to trim it a little bit and misfired on this side, and
Yeah,
it was beyond repair. So at that point, it was shave it off and start back over. But we'll get back there. A week or two, we'll be back to normal. So
man, this has been like 6 months for me, so
yeah,
we'll be back there in no time. But
yeah.
in the meantime, it is Boyo and the Beardless. B, how you been? What have you been up to?
Nothing, man. Just work and the kid and finding out number two's on the way. So
Ooh, hot take.
hot
Brian's
take.
got a second one coming.
Excited about that, but we had some blood work done. We'll find out here in a week or two. Uh,
Wait a
Kid
second,
wise.
Brian. Do you want the world to know that you're having a second kid? Is that okay?
I mean, I don't care.
Does the missus know?
I'm sure she's fine.
Okay. Well, we can always restart this one if needed, but if you're okay, we'll keep that.
Granted,
Brian
we
is
haven't
having a
like,
second
said it
kid.
to the world yet, so, but I think we're fine. I don't think any of her friends are going to be watching this, so we're
Yeah,
good
to
on,
be fair, we got
on that
like
side.
I think we have about 4 people watching this one. So, man, congrats, Brian. You're crazy though. 2 kids in 2 years. That's kind of
Yeah.
nuts. Good luck, buddy. Um,
Yep.
all right, B, man, the preseason's going on. We got week 2 done and dusted. Um, I can't wait, dude. We got the upcoming Chiefs home game playing Massage Watson and the Browns. I'm pretty in for that.
Mm.
I'm gonna be creeping out to that one. Hopefully, maybe snag a nice little autograph from Deshaun himself.
Yeah, you hitting that up? I didn't know you were going that. That's legit.
Yeah, I got some tickets from my cousin, so I'm pretty stoked about it. And maybe
Nice.
maybe indulge in a little bit of tailgating with pops. So
I think you're, what, 3 for 3 on drafts with going with massage?
uh,
No, you went Herbert in the other one.
3 for 4. Um, 3 for 4. I think I've snuck away with him almost every time. That he just falls to me. I have to take him. If you are going to let me snag him, I'm going to take him. You know, so
So you're taking him on Sunday?
no, not going to take him on Sunday. I think Chief starters are going to play half the game. So I'm pretty amped about that. Hopefully Clyde gets in there and shows a little bit of spark, and maybe we can offload him a little bit. So what do you think?
I don't know the way they've shown him the first 2 weeks is concerning. Doesn't sound like Pacheco's. I don't know if they're just being safe with Pacheco or last year was fluky. I don't. It's looking weird right now. I don't think it's fluky. I'm fully on the Pacheco train and Jarek coming on third downs,
Mhm.
third and longs. But they've been throwing Clyde out there left and right. Uh, I don't know, man. I'd personally be fine if he shows out. We offload him somewhere, and we just go with Pacheco, McKinnon, and Prince. Would be 3 running backs. Put the Michael P. Ryan practice squad. I don't know if he's available for that since he's up there in age these days, 25, 26. But yeah, I'm fully on the offload Clyde train.
Yeah, I saw. I did go to the training camp here a couple weeks ago, and I tell you what, Pacheco is looking feisty. Him and Brian Clark, the safety, they got a lot of swag to
Cook.
them. Brian Clark, Brian Cook. Yeah, you're right. Brian Cook. They both have a lot of swag to them. I think they were
Yeah.
dancing every bit that they could get, and I don't think there's anything to worry about Pacheco. I think they're just trying to rest him up. They don't need him banged up. Running backs, they get banged
Yeah.
up all the time. We don't need to do that in preseason. We've seen a couple guys go down here already, and I mean that sucks for these dudes. So.
Yeah.
Um,
I honestly think we'll keep Clyde though. I think they'll go 4 running backs. Um, I think they're going to keep Prince on the team just for kick returns and punt returns.
yeah.
Don't need any starters out there risking injury on plays. They had Tony back there. They had Sky Moore back there last year. Um, I think that's the rare occasion. 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. Team teams punting into our own 20. Throw your best guy back there for that one return. Other than that, I don't want anybody that's starter worthy doing kick returns or punt returns. That's just not smart in my opinion. It's just another play to get rocked and have that guy be down. So
Yeah, I think we saw Sky Moore. The special teams game is not for him, and that's okay.
he came up clutch in the playoffs though,
He did.
when our entire roster was decimated in the Bengals game. They're like, Sky, you're going back there. He's like, what? I've
Yikes.
already fumbled 3 out of 4 punts this year. You sure? And then he handled it fine, and he had a decent return on that one because that was the one right before Mahomes had that 15-yard out of bounds penalty where he got in field goal range. That was Sky Moore on that punt.
Okay.
He
Um,
got us to the R40, 45, something like that, and then
man, how nerve wracking was
Mahomes.
that, though?
He had to have been pooping his pants, man.
You're gonna tell me that you weren't doing the same, Brian?
Absolutely, diarrhea
Okay.
down the leg.
Pretty nerve wracking. Big game player, though. And I got a bit of a take on him here later. So we got some hot takes coming up, and Scott Moore is going to get featured. I cannot wait. Speaking of starters, though, I think we have to talk about the big one, big man in the middle, 95, Chris Jones.
Yep.
Um, I don't know. They're a stalemate. Brian, what do you think?
I mean, I get it. Everyone's, just play out your contract. You got 1 year left, 20 mil, whatever it was, whatever he has left. And it's like, I mean, I get it. You should honor your contract, but we're not football players. We're not playing professional sports where you can get hurt
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Your career is done. We're doing 9 to 5 jobs. It's not the same. Like, oh, hey, I'm going to work this day or I'm taking off. Like, so I totally get his dilemma. Like, he's 29. Or is he 28?
I think he's 29.
I want to say he's
Yeah,
29. I'm pretty sure he's 29. Essentially, he needs to. I totally get it with him. He needs to re up because he'll be 30 starting next year. Essentially, if he just plays out this year and we don't pay him,
he leaves and
I
gets a fat
don't see
contract
a
somewhere
scenario.
else.
I don't see a scenario where we retain him. Um, you got to get that last bag. D line, yeah, I mean, I hate it, but I totally get it. Um, we just gotta find somewhere. I don't know what the numbers are. The last thing I saw was they offered. I don't know what the number was, but it was close to Aaron Donald numbers, and he wasn't happy with it. It might have been a couple mil lower than Donald, whatever it was, but it didn't seem like he was very interested in that. But I totally get it. I hate it, but I understand it. Uh, so it's kind of Chiefs need to figure it out if they're willing to take that gamble. Me and you were talking about that earlier today with a buddy. We've been the last 3 out of the last 4 Super Bowls. Like that dude's been a big part of it. Arguably had his best year last year.
Definitely had his best year
Um,
last year.
Finally got in the playoff board for sacks. We don't win that Bengals game without him. That last drive, they put him out at left end on that third down, and he just sideswiped that dude
Yeah.
and said, "Get the frig off me," and sacked Burrow. And we were able to get a field goal out of that just because he made that play. I was nervous when they got the ball back. I was like, they're going to go down here and
Yep.
score a field goal. Jones prevented that. I think that was his second sack that game. Um, Honestly, I think he's better than Donald. I don't. Again, that's bias, maybe. Don't
Definitely
watch a lot of
biased.
Ram stuff. Don't watch a lot of Ram stuff. He was definitely better than Donald last
Yeah.
year. Donald was hurt most of the year. Didn't put up any good numbers, and I think Donald's just gone down from what he was. He got that Super Bowl ring and kind of
We talked about
threw
retirement.
off.
retirement. So
He's been talking about retirement for a year or two. Just didn't look like himself last year. Even before he got hurt, he didn't look. I get he's getting double teamed, but so is Chris Jones. And Chris Jones had 15 and a half sacks. Like,
yeah,
get off me. I don't know how many batted balls that dude had. If he's not getting there to the quarterback, he's definitely batting down the ball if it's thrown in his direction. So I get it. I hate it. I just want them to make a move. I would prefer that they sign him to a new contract, open up some cap space for us to sign some guys to some minimum stuff. I would love to have Carlos Dunlap back.
me too.
Dude is just,
And you talk about
I get
batted
it. He's,
balls. That's Chris Dunlap's.
yeah, dude's 34, 35. Great. He doesn't need to be in there every play. You bring him on third downs and minimal plays. You switch him out every now and then, give him 20, 30 snaps a game. That dude's 6'8". He's swatting down everything. I think he had more than Chris Jones.
I think so too.
I love Dunlap. I thought that was a great
Yeah,
pickup last year, veteran presence, and I think he outperformed what I was expecting him to do. I would love to have him back. I think he's going to be like a Ndamukong Suh last year, where he might not come back into play until, I think Ndamukong Suh didn't come back to like week 13,
it was
14,
late.
something late for the
Yeah,
Eagles. I wouldn't prefer that with Dunlap. I think we don't have the money to sign him currently. So if we give Jones a restructure, have some money to throw at Dunlap and have Dunlap ready week one, he can play anywhere on the line. Totally fine with that.
yeah.
And if
And we're missing
we
Amanehu
don't get,
for 6 weeks, right? So
yeah, well, and we're not having Chris Jones, who's your starting D tackles, Nandi and Wharton,
it's subpar.
or the 6th round Coburn.
Yeah,
If you saw that Saints first couple drives, yowza, that was just a gape sesh. Kamaro said, "Here, take it," and he just threw it down our throats. It was. I saw all the things after the game. It was like Chris Jones won, Chiefs first couple drives 0 because they showed how much of an impact he makes. So yeah, hate it. Want them to resign him. I don't want to do a Tyreek Hill deal. I feel like defense. He's the Mahomes of the defense.
yeah.
You need one of those guys on your team like that. Uh, top five, top. He's not even top five. Top three defensive tackles, D linemen in the game is more important than a wide receiver. You can make any wide receiver look good. Uh, I mean, Tyreek's on another level compared to just throwing any guy out there. But we got a great haul for Tyreek, and it was able to get us back to the Super Bowl this past year with the picks that we made. But yeah, we need to resign him.
Yeah, I think if you're going to trade him, you got to do it beforehand, and then possibly,
It's too
move
late.
up. I think they're looking at Mozzie Smith, and I think if you had Mozzie Smith, that may be a different story.
Yeah.
You did not snag him though, and I think in general, this is like comparing like apples to basketball goals. I don't know what 25 million looks like. I don't know what 27 million looks like. I don't know what 31 million looks like. I don't know. But the dude's 29, and to be fair, he's not necessarily getting his ass kicked, but he is getting beaten. I mean, he's getting beaten up, for
Yeah.
how many years? I, I don't know. I guess he's not curing cancer. Like I said, he's not curing cancer. He's not a teacher. He's not any of these things. But this is the world we live in, and if he's not making the dough, I mean, someone else is. I give him the money. I think dude's a certified stud. Um, Chris Jones needs the money. Chiefs also
Yep.
need to be able to open up the cap space to be able to do something. Otherwise, we have like $200,000 in the bank account, and yikes, we can't do anything with that. Um, there's
Yeah.
no one that you're picking up for that, so I, I don't know. We
I mean, yeah, we need to open it up. Like you said, it affects the depth of the D line. I'm not comfortable with starting the season with Carl Loftus and King Felix on the outside, with big Amanihu with the 6-game suspension,
Yep.
and then you're going Nandi and Coburn, or Wharton as your other D tackle to start the year if you don't sign Chris Jones. Um, I feel like he'll play regardless because he's not on a franchise tag. It's kind of different.
Still getting dough.
But he's still losing 50K. Was that 50K a day?
He said he could hold out till week 8 today on Twitter.
I did not see that. That is not great.
That is a long time.
Yeah.
And I think in general, I think our secondary is going to be nice. I did see, Sneed. Sneed does not look good hopping around in some of these videos on Twitter. Mind you, Twitter context is little, but Sneed hasn't made an appearance. But if you don't get pressure on the quarterback, I mean, these cornerbacks, these safeties are going to be sitting ducks. Quarterbacks are
Yep.
too good in this game. So yeah, they're gonna find their spot. We need Chris Jones, please, Mr. Veach. Give him the dough. Yeah,
Yeah, and like you said, if we were gonna do a Tyreek deal, that should have been done during the draft.
can't be
It
done now.
makes zero sense to do that now.
Yeah, and
I mean, who's gonna want him besides a contender this year?
I don't know.
You're not gonna trade him to Houston or Arizona to get a high pick.
No.
Like it's gonna be a contender that's gonna have a 20 or higher pick.
Yep.
So that just doesn't make sense at all. If you were gonna rip that Band-Aid and try and recover from then, you would have done that during the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
just,
a bit unlucky. I think a lot of Chiefs fans are kind of turning on him. I think they just need to log off Twitter, go touch grass.
I mean,
It's
it's
the real
fans.
world.
Fans are going to say dumb crap left and right. It's just what it is. Like, oh, he hasn't done anything. He's greedy, blah, blah. This guy's won his 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He's been a big part of it.
We've been to 3 of the last 4, and I think if we get into that Rams game, like I said, catastrophic meltdown. If we get into that Rams game, I think we win that one.
Oh, if we don't lose to the Pats because of D Ford?
No. The Cincinnati meltdown. The Rams in Cincinnati.
Oh, that too. Yeah, if we didn't blow that, if we take that field goal at half instead of trying, Mahomes misread that one. That was a throw over the middle to Kelsey, throw it high or throw it out of the end zone, take a field goal. We win the game by 3, regardless of what Cincinnati does in the second half.
Yeah.
So he tries to get to Tyreek to make a play, and he gets stuffed. Going back to the Mahomes first year,
Yeah, sure.
D Ford doesn't line up 17 yards offsides for whatever reason.
Inches, maybe.
Yeah, no, he was far over. It was absurdities. Like, oh man, even if I was a D lineman or a corner or a receiver, I check that every time. I look at the guy, give him a point. Hey, I'm good. You got to be looking at the ball like, oh, I'm seeing the half the ball that's behind the guy. Like, I'm obviously over the ball. I think we win that Super Bowl versus the Rams as well.
Yeah, we. But
the Pats ended up winning 13-3. Look out!
Yeah, it's tough.
And that was the year that we had the 32nd ranked defense, and we took the Rams. We lost to the Rams 54-51.
What a shootout! What a game that was.
That would have been the greater Super Bowl anyway. But again, I think we would have won that one as well. So
yeah, I think in general contracts, I mean, they have to be within context, and Chris Jones has helped make your team nice in the last 5 years. I think some of that has to go to, you don't necessarily want to buy the top. I get that, but Chris Jones still has some left in the tank. Dude's a dog, and
well, I think that might be the issue. Is in my opinion, I don't think it's money that's the issue. I think it's the years on the deal.
You think he wants to sell 34?
He might be looking for a 4 or 5 year deal.
That's a lot.
If I'm Brett Veach, I'm thinking
3, 4 with 3
already.
with 3 as
yeah. You add 3 onto the one that he has this year. That would put him at 32, 33.
Yeah,
that would put him at 33. That's how I would do it. I'm guessing he's looking maybe 5 year deal, 4 year deal. I added on to the one that we already have.
Yeah, I
Um,
get it.
maybe we decide to do a Tom Brady scenario where we backload it or front load it, and then the last couple of years are $0 or whatever that scenario was when Brady did that, and a couple other guys have done that. But I think it's more about the years than the money, in my opinion,
Fair.
which I totally get. But at the same time, is he going to be this good in 3 years? Father Time gets everyone,
It does.
unless you're a
He's a
quarterback.
nasty dude. Yeah. Hope Chris Jones comes back. I'm stoked to see him. I hope he shows up ready to roll. Yeah, we'll see. I think moving on to another problem, Jonathan Taylor. What is
Yikes!
going on?
That thing's been absurd.
Yeah. So Ursay said, "Go ahead, take a trade."
Yep,
But they're wanting. I mean, they're wanting a lot for him.
they're one.
They won the farm, right? First,
Yeah,
first
I
round
get
pick.
they're one in the farm. Yeah, you're
Um,
not going to get the farm.
they are not getting the farm.
Other teams have the advantage in that scenario.
No leverage, and I mean, I think they're wanting like a CMC esque deal.
Slash a first, yeah,
I I don't know about that.
not happening.
Who, if he goes somewhere, what teams do you think he's looking at? Is there any
I don't
team?
even know if I don't know if any team's looking at him
You don't think so?
because you got to think about it. Of okay, if that team trades for him, they also have to agree to an extension, and he's wanting 16 million a year.
Do
What team is going to offer that? That's
okay. Let's.
also going to lose a first round pick, or they do a CMC deal, second, third, fourth, and a fifth.
Uh, Jonathan Taylor is good. Um, okay.
He's good,
What
but
if
again, it's not worth it, man.
what if you go to a contender, you're up in the air for winning, and you do not get the extension? I mean, Colts.
I don't think there's any way he takes a
No.
deal without an extension. There's no way.
Yeah, I think the only one that I can think of.
That's his whole issue right now is he's not getting enough money.
Yeah, but he's also
There's
on.
no way there's no way. Oh, yep, just trade me for a second and a third, and then I'll play that 1 year with them, and I'll try and find a contract for less that I'm going to get on the market. Like that, there's no way that's happening.
That's fair. Um, I would say that there's no chance that in any world that Indianapolis Colts have the ability to win. And if he does go somewhere nice, gets a ring, um, I mean, maybe that offsets. I don't know. I guess same kind of ideas like Chris Jones. Like they want to win, but they also want to get dough. I
Yeah, I was seeing teams earlier today. It was like the Panthers were in the
I don't
running,
think
or
so.
like the top target. I'm like, you just signed Miles Sanders to a deal, and they're like, oh, but we want to go back to the Jonathan Stewart, D'Angelo Williams combo days. I'm like, that's dumb. You're not winning anything this year anyway. Um, the one that I saw that probably made the most sense that I don't think it's going to happen just because, yeah, there you go. You already knew it before I did.
It
That's the only one that really makes the most sense, but I don't think they have the capital to make that deal draft wise, and I don't think they have the money to make that work long term.
They have a first rounder next year. They don't. They do not have a fourth. I think they forfeit that one. Um, if
I can't keep up. They've made so many trades the last couple of years that
Oh, they also this. They got the fourth round was forfeited because of um, tampering.
they also gave the third for Jalen Ramsey, so there goes the third.
Yeah, I honestly think it's like a first and a fifth. I can take a peek at that right here right now. But if
That's the most that's the team that's contender wise that makes the most sense. That now that the Jets got Dalvin, so
yeah, I, if the Dolphins, and this is the same kind of um, Oh, they do have a first, second, fifth, sixth, seventh. So
It said first, fifth, sixth, seventh.
first, second, fifth,
Okay,
sixth, seventh.
so yeah, they don't have a
Third was
third or a
lost in
fourth.
tampering. Fourth rounder went to Denver in the Chubb deal. They also have, they got 2025 picks. I don't know how far you want to kick it down the road, but
Yeah,
if if Miami, you know, they got a solid squad in place. Um,
go out and get Uncle Lenny then. Uncle Lenny will play for 2-3 mil.
he'd probably pay for less, right?
I don't
Would
know.
they
I
give
mean,
would they give him 2-3 million? To be fair,
Uncle Lenny, Uncle Lenny will definitely get 3 or 4 mil to play this year
I
with incentives. He'll have a Dalvin Cook type of deal where the incentives gets you up to 8-9 mil, whatever Dalvin Cook's incentive based contract was.
man, um, I just don't know why. I guess if I don't know why you would give Lenny that kind of deal if you have Mostert and A Chain as well. Who's the other one they got?
Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, Jeff Wilson. I don't. I mean, those guys are suitable running backs. I think if you're gonna take a hitter, like make sure it's worth it. I think Jonathan Taylor's worth it. Um, I don't know.
That's the only one that makes sense contender wise.
I couldn't think of anyone else. I mean, Arizona's gonna have a lot of money, maybe, but it doesn't make any sense either.
Do you want to go to a bottom feeder?
If he gets paid, doesn't matter.
Arizona's Arizona's not wasting picks on that. They're in full rebuild mode. They're tanking for Caleb. They're hoping they get a number one overall and like a top five, and hopefully like a 1 and a 2 or a 1 and a 3. And they'll go Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison. That's
Oh
their goal this year.
God. Yeah, I don't know. It will be. I. Yeah, I think
And again, that goes back to the stupid QB contracts. Just giving Kyler Murray, what did he play? 2 years, and they gave him a new contract, max extension or whatever, or was it
I think it
three?
was three. Uh, I think it was three. But
Yeah, they ripped that way too early. They should have done what they did. Lamar, what the Ravens did with Lamar, give him 5 full years and or four and figure it out. But ripping that right off the bat after 2 3 years. Here, Kyler, here's 250, 270 million, even though you haven't done anything, and now they're screwed on that scenario. If they get the number one overall pick,
I lied.
they're drafting
Did
what?
they 22, 23, and then 2024? He's getting 37 million as base salary. So it's after 2 years.
Exactly.
My
That's
gosh.
why it's because he had his rookie year and then they made the playoffs his second year.
Okay. And now they're going to be trading him.
Exactly what's going to happen. If they get the one pick, Caleb Williams is going to be their quarterback, and they're going to trade Kyler to another scrub team.
Incoming Saints after Derek Carr is gone.
Derek Carr's going to be there for 2 3 years.
I think it's 2 years. They have the
I
option to
think
get out.
uh, I think Atlanta or Washington's your best bet for Kyler.
Washington's solid pick. Although Whitey, Sam Howell season.
Get out of here. That dude is dog water.
Oh man, is that
That's
a
You're
is
essentially
that
staring
a
Tyler.
hot take alert?
Yeah, hot take alert. I'm fine with that. It's just staring Taylor Heineke for the year.
Yeah,
If Taylor Heineke's gone, that's what you have with Sam Howell, in my opinion.
we'll see. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I am kind of curious to watch Washington just to see what happens with Eric Bieniemy.
Starts in the last year.
Sorry.
I'll say if Sam Howell was the guy last year, you would have given him more than the one start that he got. You would have started him 4 or 5 times like they did with Ritter in Atlanta to see what he had.
See what he had. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, Brissett, I think, is a mighty fine quarterback, as what we saw in Cleveland here last year. He did a job. Um.
It's not going to win you anything, but he'll get you in the 500 range. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a solid backup.
it'll be curious to see what Bieniemy has up his sleeve. To be fair, I'm interested to see him do his work. So
Another year of McLaurin outperforming what he has at quarterback. Just throw it up, and that guy goes up and gets it.
to be fair, Scary Terry possibly turf toe going on here for the first couple weeks.
I don't care. Scary Terry loved the dude. Dude's put up great numbers for the garbage he's had at quarterback his entire year or his entire career.
We'll see. I think Dotson.
He's had Trent. He's basically had Trent Dilfer throwing him the ball for the last 5 years.
Hey, Trent Dilfer's a winner, dude.
Trent Dilfer's garbage.
Winner though. He's got a Super Bowl ring. Uh,
They had the best defense in the history of the NFL. Yeah,
hey, Washington's defense kind of nice. Don't sleep on them. Pick them up and redress. Um,
don't do that.
they're not bad. They're not bad. All right. Then now we're moving on. Tired of Brian's just angry takes, you know.
Not angry takes, just factual takes.
Yeah, well, maybe so. Maybe so. We got a little bit of. Oh no, we got two down here. We need to bring this guy up here. What are we doing? Yeah, we don't need me as the. Dude, we got some clips from the last couple games. Starting out with Trey Lance. To be fair, I'm a Trey Lance truther. I think
Yeah, you drafted him every league too, just like Massage.
I only have him in one, to be fair, but there's a decent amount of upside that could happen. He's at rock bottom. We can only go from here. If he does something, okay, fine. I mean, he's we'll see. We'll see.
Don't see it happening, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, well, he's got to get traded. Get him out of San Francisco. San Francisco does not want him. Just let him run, baby. All right. We got finally get some action here in the second half of the Denver game. We're gonna see this first one, and to Brian's point, this first play is not a good one. A little bit of a screen. Oh, batted down. God damn it, Trey. Come on, dude. And to be fair to Trey, that running back is literally sitting on the. He's damn near
Right
hugging.
behind the DN.
He's damn near hugging that defensive end. Okay, what are you doing right there? 22. That is not a way to make the roster.
Yeah.
Get out there. What? You're not even outside the tackle box here. Okay.
Yeah, you need to get out there.
Okay, he is maybe outside a little bit, but
He's really not. But do you see that route he ran?
yeah, I know.
He took 2 steps to his right and it was already turned around. Gave it away too quick. Didn't even make it like a route. Just that's too early. You can't let him. He basically was like, "Hey, defensive end, watch me. I'm going to catch this one here." Chip, do a right there. If I'm the running back, do a chip block, or you got to do something there. You can't just be like, take 2 steps to your right, turn around, and be like, "Hey, I want the ball."
Yeah.
Chip block,
Yeah.
do something, man.
And you can kind of
Act like
see
you're doing something else.
Yeah, you can kind of see that defensive end. He sees it. And he starts rounding. There was no chance that man was getting the ball.
Yeah.
That is not on Trey Lance. Okay.
It's 50-50.
Maybe he should not have made the play. Should not have made the throw.
Normal starter right there chucks that thing at the feet of the D lineman, and then you point to the guy and say, "That's who I was throwing to."
Bad start, Trey. Okay, we need to get better. Unfortunately,
I'll give you that was a terrible route by the running back. Didn't give him anything to go with, but Trey's got to throw that into the ground.
He does. He does. Unfortunately, we don't get any better yet. All right. I think this is the one where. Oh, yep. Nice pocket presence.
No, that's a good throw. And drop. Good pocket presence. Got out. Did a little Mahomes action.
Yeah. This was some pretty slick maneuvering here. All right. But this man, he is sitting in that hole in that space. And
Great
what
throw.
are we doing? Okay, why are
Or,
you jumping there?
I don't know. He did a little Aaron Rodgers jump when he throws those kind of balls.
I mean, I think he's just kind of nervous. You know, I think he's nervous by the play. But I guess I was referring to the wide receiver. Why is the wide receiver jumping into that ball?
Oh, I didn't know you were saying that about
Maybe
him.
maybe he's just worried about the hit from behind.
He
But
probably doesn't know anywhere who's behind him, whatever.
that's fair. But
Yeah,
man, that guy was so far off of him.
yeah. That's a catch. Turn around, get a couple 5, 6 extra yards.
Yep. Travis
So
Kelsey lives off
good
that
play
kind of
by him
stuff.
there,
Yeah,
Lance, on that one. But
I agree. Um, yeah, that kind of stuff just ruins confidence.
well, then you get a holding call and you go back 10 yards here. This is the bad one.
This is the
Yeah,
bad
that's
one.
the bad one.
My goodness, Trey, what are we doing? All right, you're gonna tell me that you're gonna throw off your back foot like that right into the hands. If that it hits the cornerback in the head, I know he's not making the team. But goodness
That's a
me,
linebacker, to be fair.
what are we doing? Yeah, it is. But what are we doing, Trey? Okay, come on, my
You gotta
man.
throw that into the bleachers on that one. That's gotta be a
Yeah,
that's gotta be a crowd catcher.
crowd catcher. Let him have it. Everyone in the stands wants that ball. Go ahead and give it to him. That's the place to give it to him. All
Yep.
right. So, I mean, we got a couple bad plays for Trey.
We're
Okay.
3 plays in. 2 of them were terrible by him, and then great play on the other
Yeah.
one. Just receivers having pan hands, worried about the hit.
Yep. Yep.
But
So,
again, this is the fourth quarter. He's probably not having top tier guys out there as well. So
yeah, he's playing practice squad guys. So, we'll see. We get into this next one. Not a bad throw. That was a terrible throw. That was so uneasy, and it looked as if his confidence was just like not there. He just had to get a ball out.
well, that one again, 3rd and 13. That's just a defensive breakdown. That's not even. He didn't make a play there. Like you said, that was a bad throw. Defensive breakdown on a 3rd and 13. He kind of threw
He
that
was
way.
hoping.
Yeah, he threw that way behind them. Just luckily that they ran a terrible defensive play there, or somebody didn't know where they were supposed to be on that and left that open.
He was just making sure that he did not have to walk back to the sideline on that one. Get it
But again,
anywhere.
that goes in his favor, even though that was more on the defense not being in position on that, and him just getting out there and hopefully his guy makes the first down, makes a play.
Trey Lance, up and coming. All right.
No,
Gets that one under his feet though. And man, here we come. All right. Bullet. Is that Willie Snead? It's a
yeah.
bullet.
How's that dude still in the league?
I'm not sure, but he's rocking it. Okay.
Another zone coverage here, but the corner over right in front of Snead right there. He's blitzing. Nobody covers that. I mean, it
Yep.
looks like it's man actually. If you go back, that looks like it's man.
And
Yeah, that's 100%
no one
man.
no one
No,
steps up
no,
on him.
none of the safeties step up on that. Yeah,
Well,
that was complete man. That was just a man blitz off the slot corner blitzing though,
yeah.
and just nobody filled in there.
Hey, he found the hole.
The 2 safeties right there didn't talk. Hey, one of us needs to cover this guy, obviously, and yeah.
Well, that safety right in front of Snead, he thought he was going to go deep, and he just
Well,
keeps
the other
backing
one
up.
needs to drop down. Then that's just
I don't know. Trey Lance found the open guy, so I'm
also
going to give this one.
I don't like a slot corner blitz on a 1st and 10 either. But hey, that's me.
That's fair. That's fair. Um, nice little run after the catch too. And this is where Trey Lance shines, baby.
Another
Nice,
broken zone.
nice little seam route to Latu. Finds the open guy.
Again,
Yeah,
go back.
Can't ask for much more.
Safety back there on the 6-7 yard line right now. Terrible coverage.
Didn't see him. I think he's looking at Snead over there. To be fair, he found the guy though, right?
I mean, he found the right guy, but yeah, again, I feel like that's a broken coverage, but good throw as well.
And a repeat on that one. Missed the other one here. Let me see if I cannot bring the other one up that I
Yeah,
was.
you definitely had another one that was
I did. It was the icy
slant.
game.
It was a slant for 50, 60 yards or something.
Yeah. Let's see.
That was
Slant in the game.
the slant one was the best one. It was the best one of the day for him.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Hit him right on. He threw a dot right to him, and that
And I
guy.
think that was to let's see.
I
Is this
forget who it
Ronnie
was, but I
Bell?
was watching it. He threw a dot.
It's yeah, it's Ronnie Bell. Oh, you don't need to see me.
Yep.
That's it. All right. We need to ram that back up. This is the icy game, really.
Well, they're down 2. They need a good 2 minute presence.
Yeah. And Ronnie Bell did his thing. So
Yep.
I dig that. The one thing though, man, I will say Ronnie Bell had an absolute choo-choo train coming from this one. All right. He looks like Derrick Henry in his prime on this.
Get off.
Sit down. Sit down. Ronnie Bell is trying to make the 10-man roster, 53-man roster, 10-man roster. Oh my god.
What sport even has 10-man roster?
I
What
don't
are you
know,
talking
man.
about?
I'm off my gaff, but I love that little truck stick from Ronnie Bell. All right.
Yeah.
Um, uh, Aiden O'Connell is our next guy. All right.
Oh, do we
And
want to talk about Lance's prospects this year?
um, I mean Atlanta, I think could be one, obviously.
I think you got to cut your losses with him and trade him. Get what you can for him. Also, Sam Darnold's looked pretty good as a backup, but
Yeah.
again, San Francisco apparently quarterbacks just go out there to get hurt left and right. So maybe it wouldn't be bad to keep him and try and hold on. Hope Purdy gets hurt for a couple weeks. Trey Lance shines, and then you can trade him in the offseason or something. I don't know. Um, if they're going for Super Bowl this year, I think Purdy's the guy. Um, I still don't think they would have beat the Eagles last year, but I think the game would have been closer than it was if he could actually throw a football with the UCL injury.
That was such a bad game to watch. Were we at Sharks watching that one?
I
And
think
that
so.
was like that was it was game over
Yeah,
after like 13 seconds.
yeah.
What a waste of a game.
But
Good
I
for
don't
Eagles
think.
fans, to be fair. Get to damn near rest everyone.
Yeah, but I don't think Trey Lance has any future in San Francisco.
I think they just have too many weapons. And all you need is to get them the ball, right? And Brock Purdy I mean, he's pretty good about getting it to the guys that you need. So,
Well, you're paying Mister Irrelevant. I don't even know what his contract is. He's probably paying.
$1,400.
He's paying less than. He's probably in the 600K, 900K range. I forget what the minimum contract in the NFL is, but he's playing for the minimum, being Mister Irrelevant.
It's not getting
So
much.
you're not spending any money on your quarterback, and you have all these weapons that are getting bags. You probably got a year this year and then next year before you got to figure out who to pay. I think they're
Yeah,
still trying to figure out Nick Bosa deal as well currently,
he's
which
holding
makes
out too,
sense
right?
because he's questionably the best defensive player in the league.
Yeah. We're gonna sneak over to this guy, Aiden O'Connell, dude.
Where
Aiden
did he
O'Connell
Where
is
did he play college?
nice. Purdue.
Purdue. I didn't watch any of their games, but I've seen him in dynasty drafts and preseason. He's looked pretty good.
He does look really good. I think the big thing is like, I mean, complete opposite of Trey Lance. Aiden O'Connell has zero pressure on him. If Jimmy G gets hurt though, he is not getting back on the field if
Yep.
Aiden O'Connell continues to play like this.
Yep.
Um, sorry, Jimmy. I mean, I think the dead cap though for him is like 33 million. Um,
They'll cut him after this year if he doesn't perform to where they're liking him standards, and if he doesn't stay healthy for sure.
Aiden is looking nice, and we'll see it. I mean, he is. I mean,
Good out route on the dot, on time.
he's commanding the pocket, steps into it, fires. He knows exactly what he wants, and he is getting that every single time.
Read the
He just looks
defense
good.
there. Yeah, he read the defense perfectly there.
Mind you, again, fourth quarter. Don't necessarily, and I mean, Saint or the Rams don't necessarily have a good defense in the first place, but um, fourth quarter, garbage time. Here again, goes to the progressions, finds his guy.
Checks it down. Yep.
Yep, finds what he needs.
Fully right, middle, and then his check valve, the fullback slash tight end, who's probably playing fullback in that position there.
Finds what he needs,
Gets the first
and
down.
I mean, he's looking really nice. We go again.
Again, you don't need to make the big throws. You need to make the right throws. That's the
Yep,
right throw there. Going through the progressions, finding nothing downfield. Here's my safety valve, and the safety valve got me 10.
stay on the field, right?
Yep.
Uh, yeah, terrible snap. Doesn't
Third
matter.
and 9, dot.
Finds the pocket once again,
Oh,
and
they had him in a triangle there, and he found the dot.
yeah, he is.
I also think the receiver picked a good spot there to drop in.
And that's
I'm
kind of
not
a
sure. I'm not sure what the receiver's route there was. Hey,
tight pocket. He's found the space.
go 15 in and turn around. I don't know if that was his route, but he found the perfect spot for where.
And he just looks so comfortable in everything that he's doing.
Yeah,
That's mind you, no pressure. It doesn't matter. But I, he's looking nice. And here again, finds him.
that was his third read on that one too.
Yep. Aiden O'Connell, dude.
His first read was tight end, then running back, and then there's my receiver on the outside.
If you can get him in fantasy drafts in Dynasty, snag him. Yeah. I mean, dude's a baller.
I mean, you're not gonna win the Super Bowl with him, but again, he's on the up and up. It's a rookie year. You can build with him.
Yep.
Use him Derek Carr esque.
And again,
Dot.
finds in their pocket. So I don't know. I guess if you are the Raiders, I think you're kind of pissed off that you paid Jimmy G that much.
What was his deal? His deal was 4 for
Oh
120
my
or something.
god, it was humongous. And I don't necessarily know what is Jimmy G. Is Jimmy G doing anything different than what Aiden
No,
O'Connell's doing?
no,
What
nothing,
what do
nothing
they
different.
what do they need? Uh, I mean,
I think that I think it was to give their fans hope. In my opinion, like,
do they have
hey,
any fans in Las Vegas? They're all visiting.
I get that, but the Oakland fans, the fans of the team, that's to give them hope. Hey, Derek Carr's gone. Uh, the cupboard's bare. We don't have anything to throw out there. Jimmy G just took to the Niners to the Super Bowl 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was.
Okay, so did I mean Mr. Irrelevant was one game off, right?
But yeah, that's what I'm getting at. If you go back and look at those 49ers teams, they had the top 5 defenses in both those seasons. I think it's a big name signing. Um, that's all it really was.
Subjective
Like,
big name. I don't know. I
I mean, quarterback wise, that's a big name.
is he in the top half
Top
of quarterbacks?
15, no.
Is he in the top 15? I don't think so either.
He won't lose you games though.
Uh, no, but
He's
I
not going to
also
lose you
don't.
games, but he's also not going to win you games. So I mean,
Yeah,
the cupboard was bare for free agent quarterbacks to be a starter this year.
that's fair. I I just
Would you rather
don't.
have Jimmy G or Jacoby Brissett
Um, I don't
or
know.
or Taylor Heineke or
Does
Marcus Mariota
does it matter? You're
or
paying the other guys less.
Gardner Minshew?
If you're a fan, you probably want Jimmy G just so. I mean, just for the sake of yeah, like what you're saying. I mean, they kind of want to save face, but
That's what it is. I mean, that's literally what it is.
okay.
That's why his cap hit's different from 33 the first year to 11 the next year.
Would you want Jimmy G this year or Taylor or Brissett or whoever, any of the guys you just named, and a shot at Caleb Williams or May?
No,
You don't want any of those guys?
if I'm fully tanking for May or Williams,
I
I
mean, I
I resign Stidham.
okay, yeah, that's fair. Could have signed resense it.
Yeah, if
I
you're in full tank mode, then that's what you're going with.
or you just yeah, that's fair. I just don't know what they are thinking, and I don't necessarily know that they have any.
I yeah.
They're
Again,
the worst team in the AFC
they
West.
don't know what they're thinking.
They have no cornerbacks. They got Max Crosby on defense. Um,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
literally, their team is Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, and Max Crosby.
Yeah,
Besides that, you're
we're probably missing some guys, but
not really.
they don't have any cornerbacks.
Chandler Jones is old as fuck.
That's
He
fair.
had maybe 5 sacks last year. Dude was dog water. Defensive tackles, no names. Linebackers, no names. Like you said, corners, dog water.
Yeah,
Safeties, they cut Jonathan Abram last year. I don't even know who their safeties are this year. They traded
yeah,
Darren Waller. So who's your tight end this year? A rookie.
Mayor. Yeah,
Hopefully he turns into something. O line, Colton Miller is about all you can think of O line wise. Left tackle, he's probably top 10 left tackle in the league. Josh Jacobs hasn't agreed to play this year. Hunter Renfro's a nice slot guy to have.
they're in trouble. Name of the
This
game. They're in trouble.
that's not great. I mean,
And
legitimately, the three guys I mentioned their
is their squad?
is their squad. Especially if anybody here is a Madden player, they always have the top three guys on Madden before you go into a game. They're going to be Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, and Max Crosby when you start the game up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel bad for the Raiders, but I feel bad for the fans. There's not much to be excited about except that nice new stadium, and everyone else. I mean, I guess they get to play Mahomes twice a year. Herbie's going to be nice this year. Shoot, Denver you may beat the snot out of them. So
I mean,
I don't know.
I think the only difference this year in the AFC West is going to be Denver and Oakland flip flop from 3 and 4.
That's fair. Yeah,
That's about it.
they're in some trouble. I don't know what they do with Jimmy G. I think it's a waste, but money could have been used elsewhere. Aiden
It could.
O'Connell though
I mean,
is going
again,
to be
who
nice.
would you use that money for?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Wide receiver, defense, corner. Like, there's nobody out there that's like game changing that's going to affect your season.
I mean, the Bears had they had a slew of money, from last season too. It wasn't like they were doing anything last year. I I don't know. I
Could you
don't
name anybody on the Bears defense from last year?
no, and I guess that's what I'm saying is like they're they were both. I think they're both equally going to be bad.
The Raiders did what they should have done. Save face, sign a big name.
Eh, I don't know.
Dude's been in a Super Bowl. That's your claim to this year is this guy got the 49ers to the Super Bowl. Granted, our defense is not a top 5 defense like the 49ers was,
Yeah,
but this guy was able to do it. I mean, that's literally what you're hoping for. Especially
I
after you're
don't.
like, we're trading Derek Carr. He hasn't gotten to a playoff win or anything the 10 years he was here. It's time to move on. It's like, what do you move on to? Do you just throw a rookie out there or sit him out there and just
Let him
tank
flounder.
and
Let
get
him
your?
flounder.
I mean, that's essentially what they're doing. I'm guessing Jimmy G gets benched before week 10,
Yep,
and Aiden O'Connell's the starter, and they just see what he does,
I agree.
see what he can do versus first stringers. If he's got some swag and can perform, or that they just lose every game that he plays, and they're like, okay, Aiden O'Connell's a decent backup. Let's
Sure.
go get our guy. Caleb Williams is our dude.
Gosh, maybe they think they could go for Kyler Murray.
I mean, they would be that would be an opportunity for them. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
it all depends on if Arizona's tanking or not.
Mm.
You'll
Mm.
be able to tell if Arizona's tanking by week 6.
They're definitely tanking.
And their schedule does not look good from what I saw the first 6 weeks of the season. It did not look great.
They are going to get blitzed. Um, all right. Aiden O'Connell, bad situation. We're going to sneak over to, we're going to go Jordan Love, dude. Um, we'll see how, let's creep over here. And, man, I need to work on these transitions, you know? Um, Jordan Love, finally getting his,
Opportunity,
finally getting his day.
getting his Aaron Rodgers moment.
Yep.
Man,
Nice little rollout.
Packers just had studs. That's a bad throw.
Uh, although I will say, you watch this cornerback. This cornerback makes a really nice play, and maybe Jordan Love is just eyeing down um, Musgrave right there. No, but I mean, yeah, bad throw. Don't know necessarily where he's going to go. I would just probably throw it out,
No,
but that's a
not
pretty good
there.
play.
Where you're stopped right now, you go to the guy in the back.
Him right here, right over here.
Guy on the 50.
Yeah,
Is who you throw that to.
Dobbs.
Get a little loft under it and have him go under it, and he gets to the 45 for the Patriots.
That's fair. Um,
But yeah,
not
again, good play by the Pats corner there.
yeah, that was
He's
a,
reading the eye there.
and he let him know afterwards. Yep, I like that.
Yeah,
Nice, good play. Um, and we sneak out here.
dot.
Pretty.
That's a dot.
It was a sniper. I mean, he catches that, and that's in a good space. That Dobbs again. Yeah, Dobbs. I don't know.
That's a full. That's a hands catch right there. Fully
Yeah,
hands catch.
he let him know, and that was good placement though too. I was out of the cornerback's reach. Over that. Dobbs had
I
to reach
mean,
for that a little bit.
that's in his range though. Hey, go and get this.
Yeah,
This isn't on the numbers.
get off me.
Not every throw needs to be in the numbers, but in his catch radius, that's where he threw it. That's the only guy that could make a play on that play right there.
I agree. I agree.
But
Who
again, dot in
who
my opinion.
who's going to be the number one receiver in
I think
in
Dobbs takes it this year.
good man. Um,
Love Christian Watson, but I think he's getting a lot more hype than he should.
I agree.
I think Dobbs takes a step up this year, and he's the guy.
And we're gonna see it here in a little bit. Jaden Reed gets a
Little rookie slot guy. I love that too.
nice little look right there. Um, same one, man. That's a rookie mistake. Um, here I think is where is this a scramble that we have?
No, this should be the out on the right.
Oh,
Yeah.
to Musgrave. Yeah, Musgrave's getting a lot of attention. He is getting
Love Musgrave for dynasty drafts. if anybody's watching doing a dynasty draft, that's a good solid backup. Obviously, you're going to pick a starter over him. Uh, known guy. You're going to pick a known guy, and Joku, Ingram, something like that. But Musgrave is the number one tight end there, and he'll have a decent year this year, and I think he'll perform well later on. But
Yeah, and I think it's it definitely helps because all the receivers are young. Jordan Love is young, and they don't really have they don't have a guy that commands a slew of
volume,
the volume
and
yet.
again,
So
that's what
yeah,
3-4 yards right there.
yeah,
As long as you're getting positive plays in the NFL, that's all you can ask for.
yeah. I
If you're
think
averaging 3 to 4 yards a play, perfect. That's
yeah,
a 2nd and 6. He just got 3-4 yards. That makes it a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
manageable. We're gonna see. I think Jordan Love throws this one to the moon. I
Yeah, I watched this one. It looked like an Aaron Rodgers throw. Like he had the same like stance, that little jump when he throws it. I was surprised that Dobbs caught this inbounds.
yeah, I think they ended up challenging it. What in I mean, maybe Dobbs should have stayed a little more inside on that route, but um, armchair quarterback here. I can critique all I want, I guess, but unbelievable catch. And the ability to keep your feet in bounds too, I think it's really crazy. 40-yard bomb from Jordan Love. Dobbs, man. I agree. Dobbs is going to be nice, dude. So, um,
And you're not going to throw him on a redraft. You're not going to be starting him left and right. But dynasty wise, that'd be somebody I would
nice little
look to
scramble.
look to later on in drafts.
I agree. Maybe get him late. Nice little scramble from Jordan Love here, right here, and he gets fired up after this, and I love that. The
After
whole
this D
team,
tackle falls on him.
yep,
Yeah.
ready to roll, and that's nice.
Oh, sorry, D end, I guess.
Really dumb play by the.
Did they get a penalty there?
They did, they
Okay.
did. They got that. That fires up everyone, and I think just after that, we're gonna get to the, um,
The tutty
yeah, the tutty, and
to read.
pay attention to Dylan because this is what we're going to see here later on that Damian Pierce does not do. Um, it is going to be a play action. Damian Pierce sees that guy come in. He doesn't even look for the ball. He just goes in to crush.
Oh God.
AJ Dillon let that man have it, and that saves it. Um,
And then he just lays on top of him like, here, hold it.
yep. And Jaden Reed is in the end zone after that. I love that, and I think that's one thing is you got to protect the quarterback. Lays on him, lets him know.
Well, then that just gives more AJ Dillon more reps on 3rd downs too.
Yeah, because you know exactly that man is going to be having your back, right?
That dude is going to be murdering people on blocks.
Yeah, and he's stoked afterwards. Man, I love that. Um, that'll be nice to see. Um, those guys having a go. So Jordan Love, what do you think?
Are we ready to rip the hot takes here?
Yeah. Well, I do want to show CJ Stroud. We've got a couple clips of him,
Oh,
and
let's
then
let's rip it real quick. Play the thing.
oh, here we go. Hot take alert. What do we got, Brian? Hot take coming your way.
Jordan
Jordan Love.
Love is going to take the Packers to the playoffs. They will win the NFC North, and they will have 11 wins.
11 wins?
Yep. Packers are going to be the 1 seed in the North. I think they'll be the 3rd seed. I think 1 and 2 are Eagles and 49ers at 12 or 13 wins. Packers 11 wins. Jordan Love is taking them to the playoffs this year. Aaron Rodgers, get out of here. You couldn't get us to the playoffs this year. Jordan Love is going to be slinging it. Everyone's talking about the Vikings and the Lions. Jordan Love taking them 1 seed. I do think Vikings, Packers, and Lions all make the playoffs.
Oh my god.
Vikings and Lions will be wild cards, but I think
Yeah,
the
can we get this can we get this one again? Hot take alert.
there you go.
What? Okay, Brian. Are did Tom just listen to that? He's done. He's not going to listen to us anymore.
Bears are the 4 seed.
What?
Yeah, in the North. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sorry,
10,
Tom.
10 11 wins for Jordan Love. And
Okay.
they're the NFC North champs. Vikings and Lions are a game or two back, and then make the wild card.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is a definite hot take. I don't know about that. I think the Lions are going to come out of the NFC North. To be fair, I have no idea what the Vikings are about. I think their defense is terrible, but they are going to be shooters. I mean, they got a
They're
lot of
going to
games in
sling
the
the
dome.
ball. They're going to be throwing more than they did last year.
But my God, Brian, Jordan Love, 11 wins.
That's my hot take alert, baby.
Oh man, we're gonna have some more of them here. But and that was definitely a hot take. I like that, Brian. Got a lot of confidence in that one, and I can dig that.
I mean, I'm not taking him as my quarterback or anything, but he's gonna take them to the playoffs as the 1 seed in the NFC North.
Okay, okay. You heard it here first, everyone. Um, Brian, out and out psychopath. I'm not sure what's going on. Um, my gosh, that's crazy, Brian. I love
Do
it
what I
though.
can.
Hot
Do what
take
I
alert.
can.
Um, last bit here before we continue the rest of our hot takes. To be fair, CJ Stroud. Are you high on CJ Stroud, by the way?
Dynasty, yes. Redraft, no.
Okay.
You're not. He'll be a backup and have some matchups later on in the year. But if you're doing a dynasty, get him in dynasty. Redraft, absolutely not.
Is he going to be the best quarterback out of this year?
Rookie class, no.
Is that another hot take? What do you got?
Uh, it's not going to be Bryce Young. It's not going to be C.J. Stroud.
All right, we'll get to that one here later. All right. So we get
There's only one other rookie quarterback it's going to be, boyo.
I mean Aiden O'Connell's still out there.
Nope, it's going to be AR-15, boys.
My God. Hot take alert. Hey, AR.
Rookie of the year, AR-15.
All right.
Lock it down, put it down on the bets, boys.
How many rushing yards is AR-15 going to have?
800.
800. Holy neck. I mean, is Jonathan Taylor planning on being there?
Nope.
No, he's not. So someone's got to run the ball. Hull's not going to do it. It's just all AR-15. Just having
AR-15, they got Zach Moss currently.
Evan Hull.
Evan Hull's, yeah, he's not going to play. They're going to sign. They're either going to trade Jonathan Taylor for crumbs or Jonathan Taylor's going to sit out. They're going to sign Uncle Lenny.
Oh my gosh.
AR-15 and Uncle Lenny are going to be running some options.
My God.
AR-15, they're going to be down so many games. He's just going to be slinging it left and right. Dots.
So are they going to be down, or
they're going to be down a lot of games? I mean, they're not going to win a lot of games, but he's going to be a rookie of the year.
Okay. God, man, these hot takes.
I'll put them at 6-7 wins.
Okay, and he's rookie of the year because he rushed for 1,000 yards.
His passing and rushing yard numbers and the tutties is going to be more than the Panthers and the Texans.
Okay. All right. Man.
Especially when you look at it and when you get down inside the 5 option plays, Bryce Young's not doing an option play.
No, he's going to get crunched.
CJ Stroud's not doing an option play.
CJ Stroud's kind of mobile.
He's mobile, but he's not
He's not
AR-15.
AR-15.
He's not AR-15.
Okay.
Athletic, just built. You see this
He
guy's.
is.
Have you guys seen this guy's biceps and calves? This dude is an absolute monster.
What do you want? Are you checking out the ESPN Naked Edition? What's going on here?
Apparently, but he's gonna have Hertz like numbers inside the 5.
Okay, man. Ah,
92 percenters is what they call the Eagles fans. The 92% because it's a guaranteed first down 92% of the time. That's gonna be AR-15 of the good. I
this
don't know.
man's wild.
I don't know who the Colts center is, but he's gonna be right behind Quentin Nelson every time.
Oh man, I love it. Make sure you put your bets in, Brian.
Already locked in, boys.
All right, nice. Put your money where your mouth is. Bets don't come easy by Brian, so take
Only
what you can
20
get.
bucks though, so it's nothing crazy. But yeah,
Okay.
AR-15 is my guy.
Okay. All right. Now let's creep out to CJ Stroud, bottom of the barrel in Brian's book. So we'll see what we have.
He's not bottom of the. Get out of here.
Oh man. Okay. So we talked about Dylan here earlier, and this is, I mean, this is Damian Pierce has to be better on this one. We watched this play. He completely
Whiffs.
misses this. Where are you going, brother? And maybe this is the fault of CJ Stroud coming a little bit too far back.
Again, terrible play call in my opinion.
Was there no one else open on that?
I mean, that was his first read as well.
I mean, I guess he had to because he had a dude right in his face because Damian Pierce didn't see him.
That's the
Yeah.
first read, but again, you're bringing a wide receiver from the left hash to play fullback.
Are we sure that the guy's a wide receiver? His number's 47. He may be playing linebacker, dude.
He might actually be the fullback, but they had him out there. Again, terrible play call. 3rd and goal from the 6.
Yeah,
You should never have a fullback in on that play.
I think you give
The
that
only
ball
fullback, the only fullback that should be playing on a 3rd and 6 is
Mike Allstott.
Kyle Juszczyk.
Maybe Mike Allstott. Even now.
No, Mike Allstott was not a receiving guy. Kyle
Yeah, but
Juszczyk is the only guy that's athletic enough at the fullback position to be a threat receiving wise.
Allstott's a bruiser. He punches it in from the 6.
You're not running up the gut to Allstott here. To be fair, though, I did watch Allstott highlights the other day. It popped up on one of my socials. It was like Mike Allstott was an absolute menace bruiser back in the day, and I literally watched like 15, 20 minutes of Mike Allstott just pounding dudes left and right. Again, have a fullback
Uh,
in on 3rd and 6. It's questionably 3rd and goal from the 6.
can we clip that and Mike Allstott? I watched 15 to 20 minutes of Mike Allstott just pounding dudes.
Yeah, sure. He gave it to
uh,
him.
yeah, and that's what Damian Pierce does not do right here. Right, just lets him go. Yikes! Bad play call. We get down.
That's just a terrible play call from 3rd and 6.
You know,
Essentially you're like, oh, let's take a field goal here. We're gonna do a play action flat to the fullback.
except
That's a
they
terrible
don't.
call
Except they don't get a field goal.
because
They're
they go
going
for
for it on
fourth
fourth
because it's a
down.
preseason. There's nothing that's gonna stop them from going forward here.
This is off a Tua interception. They get down to the 6. I don't know if they even move off that 6. And yowzers. We are not reading the same book here.
Is that a slot receiver or tight end? That's Dalton Schultz.
Man, come on, Dalton.
Bad route. They probably
Um,
they probably gave him an option route there, and instead of taking it to the left, he did a curl. Is what it looks like because he kind of stutters like he could go left curl or right.
and that's just
He,
a bad idea,
not
right?
even that. I actually think his route was to the left. I think he just stopped.
That's a really bad
Go
idea.
back a little bit. It looks like he's fully taking a route to the left. and he just stops for whatever reason. Uh,
I don't know. He wasn't quick, whatever he did, right?
that or it's one of the Kelsey angle routes where he acts like he's going left, stops. You're supposed to throw on his inside shoulder, and it essentially does a V.
Come back in
Yeah.
to the inside. They weren't on the same page, regardless.
Regardless, it's preseason. You're not going for it on 4th and 6. Fourth and goal from the 6. That's a field goal essentially
That's fair.
in real time.
We get down to it here again. Nice little blitz. Finds Nico on the slant. Not really too much to say about that. First read, gets it out real quick. Doesn't give any time.
Well, with the cushion, that guy, the corner, yep. First
Had to.
read. Yep.
Get a nice little rollout.
That's a dot.
That was really nice. That was a really nice throw.
If you look at that throw, it doesn't even look like he put anything into that. That was a easy throw for him, it looked like.
Yeah.
Let it go easy. There you go.
Nice catch.
Only place that's catchable is his guy.
Yep. I like that.
I know there's another one in here that we looked at where Pierce whiffs again.
Yeah, just didn't even. I mean,
that's a dot.
Really nice play though.
Is that Noah Brown?
85. Is that Noah Brown?
I think that was Noah Brown.
Yeah, it was Noah Brown. Really nice play by the cornerback right there. To be fair.
Well, that's still a dot. He should have caught that.
Noah Brown, Butterfingers this game. He's not doing himself any favors.
Again, put it where only your guy can catch that. Hit him right in the hands.
This play, Noah Brown should have caught this one. I don't know what was going on. This is a really clever play by CJ Stroud, though. Bates.
This is a rollout to the left.
Yep. Bates that guy comes in. Nice little touch. Noah.
I didn't see that one very great.
I mean, I guess we had a different angle earlier, but love that he baited that guy.
Caught it though from the other angle.
He should have caught it.
Okay.
And that was a third down play. They're off the field.
Yep.
I
can't tell from that angle if that was catchable or not.
I
mean, it looks in the vicinity of him. If you had a better angle, I could tell you, yeah, that should have been caught. But
okay, I'll practice my clippings. To be fair, it should have been better. Okay. Regardless, though, CJ Stroud, I think, is going to have a lot of growing pains. He's got a lot of pressure on him as well, and I don't know.
Not anybody there to take the pressure off him either.
No. Davis Mills, famous Davis.
Nah.
No, he doesn't get any time. Well,
no.
We'll see.
It's Stroud's year unless he gets hurt. But again, he doesn't have anybody to take he doesn't have a safety valve. He doesn't have a Hopkins. I'm trying to think of other rookie quarterbacks that came into the league, and then they had a stud that they could just throw to every time.
Yeah, I don't know, to be fair. But he doesn't really have too much.
Baker had Odell and Jarvis. I'm just trying to think of recent guys. Who's a rookie QB last year?
Ritter. I guess, yeah. I don't know. It's not going to be good for him. I think, but I think after looking at that pass protection, Dameon Pierce may be in some trouble on third downs. I do not know if he's going to be getting too many. I just don't think he can play on third down if he can't block.
I mean, I don't even think he's a great receiver. He wasn't in third downs last year either.
No, he was not.
They had Rex Burkhead on all the third downs last year.
And he was 38.
Was he 38?
He's not 38, but he's
old. I wouldn't be surprised if he was 38. That dude seems like he's one of those guys that's been in the league for
2 decades.
How long has Rex Burkhead been in the league? Dude's been in there he's 45.
I think he played 10 years at Nebraska, and then he played 20 years in the pros.
I mean, yeah, he's one of those guys where this guy's been in the league forever. He's one of those guys where it's like, oh, he's just on another team, continuing his career at 45.
Man, good man,
No, but yeah,
Rex
again,
Burkhead.
yeah, Pierce didn't get any of the third downs last year unless it was third and two or shorter. Otherwise, he was riding the pine because, again, not a great blocker, and I don't think he's a great receiver. So that's the only down.
Singletary.
That's the downside to Pierce when it comes to fantasy is he's not going to be catching balls and getting you points that way.
Nope.
It's first and second down and goal line work is where he's at.
Yep. Yep. Um, we're gonna switch it up to end up. We have some hot take alert. We got some hot takes. I'm gonna start out least spicy and just kind of pick it up as we go. Devonta Smith, top 5 wide receiver in fantasy football this year.
Is AJ up there? Is he below? Is he higher than AJ?
He's gonna be higher than AJ.
Okay.
I think AJ is still borderline. I mean, he's top 12, but Devonta Smith is going to go absolutely nuclear this year.
Bonkers.
He's going to go bonkers. Some other guys are going to go bonkers. I think Cooper Cup is going to go nuts. I also think that Tyreek Hill is going to go nuts. Not too many. I mean, those aren't necessarily, um, hot takes to be fair.
That's
But
not really a hot take.
I think Cooper Cup is going to get so much work, and their defense is trash. So,
Love it. He's
Devon
on my
Smith,
dynasty team.
yeah, Devon Smith is going to be nice. 2, Zay Flowers is rookie of the year, and Lamar Jackson is going to get nutty.
Nutty.
He's gonna be the top. He's gonna be the top QB this year. Lamar Jackson is in fantasy. Yep. Yeah. Zay Flowers is going nuts, and he's got to have.
That is a hot take.
And Lamar Jackson has got to throw the ball to someone. It is him. Zay Flowers is gonna be nice.
Lamar's your number one fantasy quarterback this year.
I think so.
Yikes.
I mean, to be fair, it's not within the. It is within the realm of possibility. I think Lamar Jackson has a top 5 fantasy production ever, right?
Yeah, about that.
Dude's gonna go nuts. Okay.
So he's going to be the top fantasy
He's
scorer for
QB1
quarterbacks. He's
in fantasy
QB1,
football.
even though he's missed the last 6 weeks of the season.
Not missed the last 6 weeks of the season.
He's playing a
and
full
he's gonna
year
go
this
nuts.
year. That's more of a
Hot take.
That's more of a hot take than him being number one. Is he going to play every game this year?
Every game. Count it.
That's the hot take. That I would take that as a hot take more than him being QB1. I can see him being QB1 if he plays the entire year, but I don't think he's to play the entire year.
QB1.
Okay.
Count it.
All
Jalen
right.
Hurts is also going to be up there, to be fair. Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson are going to have 2 of the nuttiest QB fantasy years ever.
Okay.
And then I got to bring back to the Chiefs.
And we got another one here, boys. So let's settle down here.
Sky Moore will have 1,000 receiving yards this year.
Okay. Yeah.
Not as spicy?
I mean, it's spicy, but it's not like spicy.
I mean,
Because I think
he had.
what's his over under betting wise? I think it's 750.
I have no idea, but he's breaking that.
I think the last time I looked, it was 750.
He had
that might have been a couple weeks ago before the Tony injury.
No, he had 250 receiving yards here last year. How many targets did that man have? Did not have too many.
I still think he's under 1,000.
Had like 22. Did he have 22 receptions and that's it?
It wasn't a lot.
It was not a lot. 33 targets. Juju Smith-Schuster, though, however, had 101 targets. Someone has to catch that ball.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes is going to be lurking at that 5,000 mark. Someone is catching that ball, and Travis Kelsey does not have 2,000 yards this year in him.
No. He's never had
Uh,
2,000 yards in him.
that's what I'm saying. It's got to go to someone. Sky Moore is that man. In the slot, um, Juju Smith-Schuster has 282 slot snaps. Dude, it's Sky Moore season. 1,000 yards.
All right. So is Sky Moore fully the slot guy this year?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he is all over that. Who else is going to be slot?
Richie James.
Richie James is going to be a good player.
He's looked filthy
Richie James is going to be
at
nice,
practice and preseason. Richie James has looked filthy.
and he can. I mean, he's the kick returner. So
Not kick returning.
sorry,
He will not touch a ball on kick returns this year.
punt returns?
Nope.
No, I bet he does.
I don't risk that.
Ten $10 deal, $10 bet going on, Brian.
If he has one, that's a garbage deal for me. Absolutely not. Again, he could
uh,
have the one where Tyreek had a couple his last year with the Chiefs where it's like, oh, we're down. Let's give it to Tyreek back there and hopefully he turns it into something. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that.
okay, that's fair. Hey, that's fair.
If I'm the Chiefs, I don't do that.
I have
Richie
to.
James was the number one in New York last year. Dudes looked filthy in the preseason and practice. I do not risk him getting hurt. You throw Deneric Prince out there, who's looked like the biggest stud in all of training camp
Dude,
for
his
returns.
his thighs are humongous.
Yeah, throw that dude back there. If he gets hurt, it doesn't affect the offense whatsoever.
Um, what round was Richie James drafted in?
I don't think he was drafted. He's not.
Seventh,
He's not drafted in
seventh,
redrafts.
seventh round, by San Francisco 49ers in the 2018
Oh,
NFL
I thought you were
draft.
talking about fantasy wise.
That's kind of nuts though. He's a seventh rounder, and he's still in the league. That dude balls.
Yeah,
He knows ball.
I mean,
Um,
his first couple years were gadget return guy. Last year, he actually made it to where it's this guy's a legit threat receiving wise. He finally figured it out and got the opportunity in New York with all the bum receivers they had up there, and he turned it into something. And that's why he got the contract with the Chiefs. So
so what you're saying is though, big return guy.
no, absolutely not.
That's what I'm hearing. Starting punt returner, Richie James.
Nope.
Um,
Bigger
yeah,
hot take: Richie James had 600 plus receiving yards.
he had like 530 last year, dude.
Yeah,
Did he
600
have
is not a
more than
hot
that?
take.
Um, dude, I think he had.
Yeah, he was in the 500 range last year. But again, the Giants' offense is not a passing offense like the Chiefs is. Is
Yeah,
that not
no, I
hot?
guess that's what I'm saying.
Is that not a hot take for Richie James 600 plus?
He had 569 in the Danny Jones Giants offense. I think he has 600 in a Pat Mahomes Chiefs offense.
750.
Uh,
I'll throw a tear down on that.
you'll throw a tenner down on that.
Yeah,
Um, man, I think he probably could have 752. Who do you think has more, him or Sky Moore?
Sky Moore for sure.
Okay, okay,
I just don't think Sky Moore will get 1,000.
okay.
I'll take the under on Sky Moore, but I think he'll have more than Richie James for sure.
So you will bet that Sky Moore does
Fine,
not have it.
let's just do this. I'll
All
take
right.
the over on 600 or what would we say 700 on Richie James or 600.
Um, split the difference, 650.
I'll take the over on Richie James 650. I'll take the under on Sky Moore, and we'll each throw a tenner on it.
All right.
So
We're probably going to break even.
your tenner for Sky Moore than 1,000 and tenner for low than okay, perfect.
I just want the record to be known that Brian is what, 0 for 2 in bets against.
That's fair.
Brian loves to bet against the
Can't
Chiefs.
win them all, you know.
Hasn't won any of them. So call this a rivalry, Brian. It
I'm
ain't
going.
a rivalry.
I'm going 2 for this year.
It ain't. That's a spicy take.
Uh, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Um, B, an hour and 30. People are tired of listening to us. But we do have a lot of, I mean, man, I'm so amped for the football season this year. This has
Dude,
been great. I am so stoked.
I don't know about
Tuesday,
you. I
yeah.
got friggin' 2 drafts this weekend. I got a
Ooh.
live draft, actual board. You put up the stickers on
Okay.
Friday,
All right.
and then we have ours on Sunday. So, uh,
Uh,
great weekend planned for Daddy right now. Thrilled.
yeah, I guess now you say that, I need to make sure that I set that up.
Oh boy,
Shit.
you totally forgot. Yeah, it's this
I
Sunday,
did
buddy.
totally forget. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Yeah.
we said the 27th. It's this Sunday. Yep.
Gee, criminy. Yeah, I saw Derbs over the weekend. He said that you and Scott do not participate in golf on Friday. So
No.
what you're gonna tell me, Brian, is that you're not gonna go golfing with the mates and then drafting afterwards.
Yep.
Brian, even if you're not good at golf, it is so much fun to get tanked with the mates and then do a draft. I don't understand.
Oh, I mean, I get tanked at the draft. I'm fully on the tank train. I just hate playing golf.
Brian, you're not gonna tell me you don't want to Happy Gilmore the mess out of a ball?
Yeah, let's go Top Golf. Let's freaking rip it. I'm not playing it 18 holes when it's supposed to be like 105, 106 on a Friday. Yeah, hard pass, bro.
Sorry, Derbs. I tried.
For an extra buck 50 or whatever it is to play that whatever course they're playing. No thanks. It's not a buck
I don't.
50, but
I was gonna
it's
say it's probably like $45.
I don't know what it is, but I hate golf. Hate playing it. It's going to be 105, 106 degrees, hard pass. That just sounds miserable.
Okay,
And then
fair enough, Brian.
I'm gonna come in to the draft at the Yellow Barn sober. Everyone else is gonna be blacked from getting heat stroke all day and drinking. Dad's gonna draft a wonderful team and get tanked while doing it.
God.
Love it.
Man, sounds like you're taking advantage of other folks, but
Hey, you do what you
um,
can, right? You know.
yeah, I agree. Um, okay, so yeah, we got a draft on Sunday. I need to get that together.
Yeah, you probably should reinstate that, buddy.
Yep, I'll make sure that everyone knows. In general, though, I think we got a lot of stuff coming up here. Man, I
Ooh,
can't
baby, I
wait.
can't wait for the twice a week
Twice a week.
ripping it. Give you guys great advice on Friday, Saturday. Hey, this is who should be playing this week. Blah blah blah. And then a recap on Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, hey, it's a Thursday night game. I'll let you know who you should play if there should be anybody playing on Thursdays. Grant, there probably should be. You should never be playing anybody on Thursday unless it's a guarantee. It's a lock because the Thursday night games are absolute dog water unless you have a lock guy.
Well, I don't know if there's gonna be too many on Thursdays. To be
And
fair,
I'll let you know. Your boy will let you know if there's a lock on Thursday.
I can't. The thing that I'm looking forward to the most is the picks that Brian makes this year. Where are we gonna be at? You know,
We're talking fantasy wise or just overall, baby?
both. Can't wait.
Top notch. I'm a top 3 guy. I'm a top 3 finisher every year.
Yeah, Derps also let me on a little tidbit. He said you are one of the worst in their in their league.
Do you want me to pull up the stats? I'm tied for most championships won.
Man, I can't wait for
Did
it.
Dirk tell you that he has 0 championships to my 2?
Derbs, get your man. Make sure. To be fair, Brian, hit him up. Let him know.
I'm just saying, Derbs doesn't have any championships, and the Twins each have 1. So if Derbs should be embarrassed, here that right now is where it's at. The Twins have won a championship before him.
What the Pearson family does need though is Scotty. You need help. All right.
I
Is
mean, to be
he
fair, Scotty's hit or miss every year. He's got 2 championships just like me, but he's also
what? He's also
he's
paying for pizza every year.
not every year. He's to be fair, he has lost 2 of the last 3 years, so he's been in the bottom of the barrel the last 3 years. But he has won 2. I've won 2. Each of the twins have won 1, and Carl's won 2. So Durbin shouldn't be talking trash. He's a bottom feeder. I think he finishes 6th, 7th every year. So I don't know why he's trying to talk trash on me. I've won 2. I've had 1 or 2 bad years where I'm in the bottom feeder. That's fine. But he should only talk when he has a championship and he has a nameplate on the trophy that says Durbin champion. I have 2 of those. Daddy champion. I'm just saying.
Derbs, sorry, mate. I tried looking out for you.
He's giving you false info. I mean,
Reliable source.
it's not false. We've definitely have finished in the bottom before, but
Yeah, that's
he
fair.
shouldn't be talking trash when he's never won one. Is my point.
All right.
I'll take in last place and buying. What did I buy that year? I think I bought pizza in a keg. I'll buy a pizza in a keg for that 1 year to win it twice, compared to just, this guy's not going to win anything. He's not going to lose anything. He'll be in the middle. Don't really have to worry about him. I'll take that every year.
Derbs, get after him this year. All right. Draft a winner.
Won't happen.
Take him down. Beardless. Boy in the beardless.
Yeah.
That's how we'll end up here tonight. To be fair, thanks
We're gonna be
for
ramping
joining.
it up here in the next couple of weeks,
Uh,
baby.
all right, everyone, take it easy. Have a good night.
Ditto.